On April 13, 1998, two loving parents named Jesus and Modesta gave birth to a healthy baby girl named Itzel Martinez in Boyle Heights, California. Both of my parents met each other at a friend's birthday party and fell in love. My dad, a mechanic, and my mom, a housewife, raised me in a small apartment in Boyle Heights, California. The best memories I have of my parents is going to Disneyland, going to birthday parties, and simply just being together. I wasn't the only child my parents had, but in fact the only girl out of 5 older brothers. My brother Alex, Juan, Jacob, Peps, and Chris have played a huge role in my life. Being raised by 5 older brothers has made me not only a stronger person, but also made me an independent person. The best memories I have of my brothers are watching football games, going to the park, and most importantly, being together as a family.
On my free time, one of the things I love doing the most is drawing and painting. I started drawing as early as 7 years old. Some of the first drawings I did were pictures of animals, but once I got to high school, I decided to take some art classes, and since then I haven't regretted. As I got older, I started drawing portraits and paintings of people. But when I'm not drawing, I love reading. To me, reading opens up a whole new world of imagination and wonders. Some of my favorite genre of books is science fiction, horror, and autobiography. I would say my favorite genre of books would definitely be autobiography because as a reader, you can learn a lot through someone else's experience and can relate to the struggle the person has gone through. Not only do I love reading, but I also love reading comic books. The first ever comic book I actually got was The Amazing Spider-Girl. What I love the most about the comic books is the writers and artists' full dedication, creativity, and storylines. In every comic book, a hero or a character must go through a struggle and uses their powers to resolve their problems, much like the real world. Despite my love for comic and reading, there's nothing more I love in the whole wide world is watching movies. Movies have been a huge part of my life growing up. In fact, my brother went to go take me to see my first ever movie in theaters at age 8 called The Incredibles. That's where, for the first time ever, I fell in love with the cinematic movies. From there on, I became obsessed with movies. What I love the most about movies is the conflict each character must face in order to overcome themselves or resolve a problem, just like us in the real world. I would say my favorite movie of all time was Back to the Future, directed by Robert Zemeckis and produced by Steven Spielberg. Back to the Future is about a California teenager boy named Marty McFly who's thrown back to the year 1950s when experienced by his scientific friend, Dr. Emmett Brown, is in trouble. Traveling in a DeLorean time machine, Marty McFly then encounters his parents and must find a way to return back to the year 1985. Since I fell in love with the movie industry, I grew to love the directors as well. Some of the biggest film directors I have been inspired by is Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, and Mel Gibson. Growing up watching Steven Spielberg movies were truly my favorite, like Jaws, E.T., and War of the Worlds. But the director who inspired me the most is Mel Gibson. Not only is Mel Gibson an Oscar-winning actor, but to transition from an actor to a film director takes a lot of talent and skills not many actors have. My favorite films from Mel Gibson as a director is Braveheart, Hacksaw Ridge, and Apocalypto, and last but not least, Quentin Tarantino. What impressed me the most about Quentin Tarantino is his unique style of trademark of using karate, violence, and pop culture in some of his films like Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, and The Hateful Eight, and Django. These talented directors are the biggest inspiration of me becoming a film director myself in the future.
Now that high school's over, I'm ready to close this chapter in my life and start a new one. After high school, I'm planning on enrolling myself to Los Angeles City College. After I completed all 4 years of college, I would then transfer to Cal State and earn my bachelor's degree in film. Once I have earned my degrees in film, my plan is to apply to some of the biggest movies industries like Universal Studios or Warner Brothers Entertainment. My dream in the future is to create a masterpiece films just like my idols. Despite the directing section usually being all men's dominating category, my dream is to become one of the few women to receive an Oscars in directing. I hope my films can be relatable to the audience just like how I felt growing up connecting to the movies I love. If I can connect to the audience with a simple tear, laughter, or joy, I have done my job as a director. I hope in the future my films will be seen from generation to generation, just like my favorite film of all time, Back to the Future. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.